Good morning. Welcome to Courageous Conversations. I'm a bit delayed today, running around, but I wanted to just touch on a topic that people have been asking me about since I posted a meme called "You have to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or else you'll lose yourself every time." I'll just wait for a couple of people to come on, and I am going to share this a little bit. And the truth of the matter is that it's a big conversation. It's a very, very extensive conversation, the concept of training your mind. And training your mind is not simple. It's a routine. It's a repetitive act of constantly nudging the puppy back over the line, and not hammering the puppy. Don't kick the puppy over the line, but definitely nudge the puppy back over the line. And that's the analogy that I talk about a lot when you're training the mind. That there is no use in violent self criticism, judgment. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. But what will work, what absolutely will work, and it works if you commit to it over time, is discipline, and day in, day out, noticing and becoming aware of what you're thinking on any kind of a regular basis. And it doesn't matter what the thought is, but the thought, you have to go about the business of, number one, beginning to notice, but also understand that awareness alone can do nothing. Okay, I'm just going to do a tiny bit of a share here, so that everyone is sort of in on the fun, or in on the knowledge, and so that's powerful information that I'm gonna really tackle. And if you feel like you want to share that, great. I'm sharing it on Courageous Conversations, which is my group, which is a supportive place for when you're making courageous acts and courageous decisions and living in a courageous way. And also my page, which is Courageous Conversations, the page. And so you can hop on over there if you feel that's right for you. But let's just talk about what it means to discipline the mind. Now, this is a far-reaching conversation. This is not, I'm going to be just tackling a little bit of it, but I want to tackle it so that you are, so that at least you have a sense of it. And a lot of people talk about it, but let me just get you real clear on a few things. Number one, awareness alone can do nothing. So you need to pair awareness plus courage, because it's not easy to change old behaviors and old thoughts and old emotions and reactivity. So courage, and then persistence. Those three together, awareness, courage, persistence, create a really good team in which the brain begins to be trained. So that's what's going to lead you to change, is that consistent awareness, courage, and persistence. Awareness, courage, and persistence. And then the persistence leads you to repetitive behavior. Ooh, I didn't turn off my notifications, but there it is. I do this on my phone, so sometimes it's not perfect, and that's okay. But the other thing I want to say is that the other really important piece about this is that your brain is going to be much more aligned and attuned to awareness if you are, hi Caroline, nice to see you, if you are working on meditating or even doing mindfulness on a daily basis. One of the things that I do is I meditate with guided visualization, because I find that visualization helps me to focus my mind very quickly. But some people don't like that. Some people just want to do silent meditation. I like walking meditation in nature. But if you don't deliberately quiet your mind on a daily basis to bring your breath from less reactivity to more just deliberate activity, you're going to have some real difficult times becoming aware of the thoughts and emotions that you need to nudge back over the line. And some people weren't on when I said this, but I just want to say that this is a consistent act of nudging the puppy back over the line. This is not beating the puppy over the line. This is nudging the puppy, which is your thoughts, back over the line. But to calm the monkey brain, we have sort of a monkey brain, you need to give it a task. And our brain needs a task. And what the task is you want to give it, you don't just want, hi Rena, you don't just want to say, become aware, manage your emotions. No, give your brain a job. It's looking for a job, so give your brain a job. The job during meditation is follow your breath. The job during life is to be aware of anything you're experiencing in the moment. And I heard an amazing, a really, really good analogy the other day, which I thought perfect. Here's what I'm going to tell you, is that when you begin to train your mind, the experience will get you from, if our thoughts and our feelings and our experiences in our mind are like a sports game, okay, you want to become not just the post-game sports analysis person, very valuable position, but that's the analysis of the game that's already happened. You want to become a play-by-play announcer while the game is happening in your life. And that is what and that's what Eckhart Tolle talks about, a curious witness to you and your mind. In other words, sorry about the notifications, it is what it is. You are something other than your mind, and you need to be a curious observer of your mind, or like a sports play caster, which is calling the game called your life in a play-by-play way. And it takes a tremendous amount of discipline to be that observer, because when you're in the emotions, you're either going to be taken in by the vortex of the emotions, which are going to just roil you up into a reactive human being, or you can be the observer of your emotions and the observer of your experience. And don't be a judger, don't be a shamer. You're simply a sportscaster calling neutrally the play-by-play. Oh, I see myself doing this, and oh, I see myself and there I go doing that, and that's very interesting that I'm doing this. Do you see the sportscaster voice? It's like a sportscaster going, oh, and there he goes, and there she goes, and that's you going, this is me observing me. And therefore, you are able to, thank you, Caroline, angels are here. Tell me more about that. Allow yourself to be the person that is neutrally, with curiosity, observing your thoughts and your reactions without engaging in them. So you observe the emotional reactivity and the vortex of emotions coming up. And if you're in them, you're just taken off center and you lose your stability. But if you observe them, and naming it is the key. Name it. Oh, I am now feeling afraid that this and this and this is going to happen. I now am when you name it, you can claim it and you can own it. And when you claim it and own it, only then can you transform it. If you don't name it, you don't know really what's happening. You need to consciously name it. And then it has less power over you. The other piece that's really important in this whole experience of mind discipline is you need to become conscious of what is unconscious, because whatever's living in the unconscious is literally in control of you. It's in control of you. And that's why I say so often, become a troubleshooter of the self. Don't just let it be there. Understand what's in there. Troubleshoot it. Unpack it. Break it apart. Shine a light on the monster. Wizard of Oz syndrome. Pull back the curtain. Who's there? Oh, it's not a scary monster. It's just a little old man making a scary voice. Got it. This is what is so important. And Caroline says, I just saw your work on your nose, and I know you said that before. Oh, right, when I do this. You're on the right track. Yeah, when I start to itch my nose, we know we got angels in the house. Good stuff, Caroline. I love you. Thank you for remembering that and reminding me of that. Okay, so back to discipline of the mind. Okay, so the discipline of the mind is not happening in one day. I'm telling you, I've been doing this work for over 25 years and I still work on this. But I work on it every damn day. Every day. I know that one of my members, Dunn, Mr. Dunn, he's a trainer. He is working on it every day too. You know, it's something that you got to work out your body every day. You got to work out your mind every day. And if you don't work out your mind, it will atrophy and it will become weak and you will be at the mercy of your emotions. That is not to say that I don't have my emotions, my reactions, my absurd reactions to something that I am reading into, you know, or my defensiveness. It's all there. It's just not expressed outwardly to cause harm. It's me going play by play. Oh, I'm feeling reactive right now. Oh, I'm feeling defensive right now. And then the next question should be, what's that all about? Unpack it. Troubleshoot it. You know, don't just let it sit there. I'm feeling defensive. And then if you don't know the word for it, here's a good word to identify and name it is, I feel sticky right now. I feel like it's sticky, meaning it's the opposite of flow. Oh, I'm flowing right now. Fabulous. I feel sticky right now. Crunchy. What's that? What's that all about? Oh, okay. Oh, I got to slow down and really feel that. I got to feel it because there's no way around the mountain. You got to feel it. Got to feel it. Oh, I feel afraid that I'm being judged or rejected. I feel afraid, you know, these kinds of things. I feel afraid that what happened when I was in grade 6 is going to happen now at 53. Oh, you know, oh, that's an old story. Okay, that happened. Do you see what I'm saying? You troubleshoot the self. You don't just let those patterns sit there, lie there. No, you get in there and you work with them and you give yourself time and space to allow the truths from within to bubble up. And you are a play-by-play announcer with curiosity calling the plays of your life versus it's valuable, that's what therapy is, to be a post-game analysis person where the things have gone on and then you're analyzing them after they've gone on. But I feel that the healthier you are, the closer you bring the analysis to the actual time the events are going on. And that is the goal, is to bring analysis, do the analysis, and then with the analysis, you are going to get closer and closer to being a play-by-play announcer. It's like you gave yourself a little bit of a bump up in the job position of your mind. And give your brain a job, as I say. You know, the job is to observe behaviors that are unconscious. The job is to, if it's meditation, to observe your breath. If it's trying to be more conscious, to call yourself, call the plays as they're going on. That's the job. And be like, oh, I'm doing this, and this is what I'm feeling. And that way you become less at the mercy of your emotional dysregulation. You know, and because a lot of people have lost jobs and partners and compromised situations and done things they don't want, and they're impulsive because of emotional lack of discipline, emotional dysregulation. And the only way you're going to get good at it is if you start today, this minute, right now, working on disciplining your mind. And I really believe that in order to be successful in your life, you need to not be at the mercy of your emotions. It doesn't mean you negate your emotions. My God, I would hate a life where I didn't have emotions. I have emotions. I feel passion. I feel a fear. I feel shame. I feel all those things. But I don't just, when I feel them, they don't just sit there and fester. I work on them so that they are opened up and unpacked, and then we can proceed in that way. So Katrina says, having been relating to so many of your videos, thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing such real live videos. Lots of people want to offer a tidbit of info to draw in and buy something and go right into depth about everything in the point where people are truly benefiting from your social media use. Grateful. Thank you so much. I really, I have a really busy practice. Not a lot of people, I'm very, very busy. I've got a waiting list, tough to get in to see me. So this is a service I provide. And of course, I want you to be part of my group, and I have an audiobook coming out. So I'm definitely going to talk about that. I'm not above wanting to sell my stuff, people. Okay. I mean, that's not, that would be insincere of me. But thank you, Katrina, because I am giving a lot of information to people. And why? One reason alone. Here's the reason. The reason is because I want the planet to be a better place. I feel like if people are more aware of their reactivity and not at the mercy of their hurricanes of feelings, and have methodologies to accomplish that, I think we're going to have a better planet. And I think if we can all get in on that, I think it's going to be a better situation on the planet. And I want to affect more people than just, folks in my office, which are extremely well served by the work that we do. So, theme, nudge the puppy back over the line when you see your mind going off the rails. Nudge, don't kick, all right? And also, try to give yourself a job upgrade, which is from post-game analysis to play-by-play sportscaster. In the moment, looking at what's happening, what's going on. And when you're feeling, and Rena Ray says, a few months ago I was on the phone with someone and my body started to react in intense physical ways that began profoundly affecting my day-to-day life. Daily mindfulness meditation helping me in noting what was happening. I realized that it was a control issue, and as soon as I saw it, I was able to stop the physical reaction. Exactly. When you name it, you can, as soon as you feel it, you name it. Oh, what's that? Oh, what I'm feeling is really afraid, or feeling really reactive, or feeling intense shakiness within me. Name it, claim it, then you can transform it. Katrina says, I know that I'm just so appreciative of the very deep look at the topics that you get info. Awesome, Katrina. Yes. I mean, that really is the bottom line, is let's look deeply at stuff. Even if it's short, let's look deeply at it. And, name it. So the three themes are name it, to claim it, to transform it. Become a play-by-play sportscaster in the moment of your life, and nudge the puppy back over the line. Don't destroy the puppy. Okay, that's so crucial. Okay, so what I wanted to just remind everybody to do, is that you get better at this. If you tell yourself, give yourself the job, I am now going to be a play-by-play sportscaster of my life, noting what's happening, curiously observing and witnessing what's happening, you will get better at that. And people say, oh, I can't, I'm impulsive, I'm this. I'm like, listen to me. Anybody can be trained. Anybody can be trained. And you can train your mind. Because at the moment that you decide that you want to train your mind is when that activity begins to occur in that second. But then you need to follow it up with repetition, 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 repetition. And remember that it's awareness, but awareness alone can do nothing. Plus courage, plus persistence equals change. Got it? All right. Keep having courageous conversations with yourself. Keep troubleshooting the self. Keep nudging the puppy back over the line. And I will come at you tomorrow again with another courageous conversation. Keep having the courageous conversation with yourself and with someone else. And come on and join my group, Courageous Conversations, and like my page, Courageous Conversations. Have a brilliant day, bellos. Have a brilliant day. Big hugs.